book lovers. My name is MJ Evans. I'm the author of Mr. Figgletoes Toy Emporium. And before I share with you a little bit from the story, I wanted to introduce you to my guest here, Miss Twizzle. Miss Twizzle has her beautiful purple hair and her lovely green skin, and she's wearing her favorite dress that's pink with polka dots. Miss Twizzle is the evil witch in Mr. Figgletoes Toy Emporium. I'm going to share some of it with you. Chapter 1, The Toy Emporium. Only one store along East Sherman Avenue in Coeur d'Alene caught the attention of every child in the passing cars. Large, fancy letters painted with red and outlined in gold curved across the front of the building. They spelled out the words, Mr. Figgletoes Toy Emporium. "Stop!" cried Jasmine from the back seat of one of those passing cars. Her hands and face were pressed against the window of the car door. Startled, Jasmine's father slammed on the brakes. The car behind them screeched to a stop, swerving to the right to avoid hitting them. "Jasmine, why did you scream?" said her father, a forced calmness in his voice. He drummed his fingers on the steering wheel and set his jaw as he glanced over his shoulder toward his 8-year-old daughter. "I want to go to Mr. Figgletoes Toy Emporium," Jasmine said, folding her arms across her chest with a humph. Her round blue eyes opened wide as she set her mouth in a firm, well-practiced frown. "We can't right now. I am in a hurry to get to work," her father said, checking his watch. "I don't care. I want to go right now, and I will scream until you take me." The pretty young girl had spent her entire life up to this point refusing to accept no for an answer. She wasn't about to start now. Jasmine let out a screech that surely awakened the fish sleeping in the depths of Lake Coeur d'Alene. All right, I'll take you, but you must stop screaming." Jasmine settled back in her car seat. Her frown was replaced with a self-satisfied smile. She was quite proud of how effective she was at getting whatever she wanted. She didn't say another word until her father found a parking place around the corner in the public lot. These spots were usually occupied by the many tourists who come to Coeur d'Alene each summer. As she unbuckled her seatbelt and climbed out of the car, she said, "You can buy me a new stuffed animal for my bed." "Another one? How many do you have already?" her father asked, raising his eyebrows. "A girl can never have enough stuffed animals," Jasmine said. The young girl lifted her nose, flipped her wavy blonde ponytail over her shoulder, and marched toward 3rd Street. Inside Mr. Figgletoes Toy Emporium, Mr. Figgletoes prepared for another day. The lifelong toy maker was a living, breathing replica of Santa Claus. However, Mr. Figgletoes rarely made the toys himself anymore. Handmade toys didn't seem to sell as well as they once did. So he had long ago put away his tools and paints. Now he sold instead toys made around the country and imported from overseas. He made it his goal to search for new and unusual toys. His large store was filled to the rafters with all sorts of fantastically fantastic things. Toys that made his toy emporium a favorite stop for tourists and the local children alike. With his white hair, rosy cheeks, and round belly, he had become the embodiment of Santa in the minds of Coeur d'Alene's many children. As such, he was a favorite at any community event. Of course, it helped his business that every child thought of him as Santa. He enhanced this image by wearing the same white shirt with red pinstripes and red pants every day. Tied around his neck was a green polka-dotted bow tie. His pants were held up with black suspenders. The laugh lines that fanned out from the corners of his sky blue eyes gave him a merry appearance, perfect for a man of his profession. To finish the story, get your own copy of Mr. Figgletoes Toy Emporium.